All right, it is question versus question in the parliament. This is the breaking news coming in. Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has hit out at Rahul Gandhi, the Congress president. And Ravi Shankar Prasad's three questions to Rahul Gandhi are: question number one, why did the UPA oppose the Rafale deal during its regime? In fact, listen in to what Ravi Shankar Prasad is saying.
और यहाँ भी हो रही है। और राहुल गांधी, आपसे तीसरा सवाल यह है, देश की सुरक्षा के साथ कब तक खिलवाड़ करेंगे आप? आज वायुसेना को जरूरत है लड़ाकू विमानों की। पड़ोस के देश अपनी वायुसेना को मजबूत कर चुके हैं। बार बार सवाल उठाकर क्या आप देश की सुरक्षा के साथ समझौता कर रहे हैं और वायुसेना का मनोबल तोड़ रहे हैं? ये तीन सवाल मैं जरूर पूछना चाहूंगा। आज यह स्पष्ट है कि राफेल का पूरा विरोध दिखावटी है, क्योंकि राहुल गांधी राफेल के कॉम्पिटिटर के दबाव में हैं, ऐसा मैंने बताया। फ्रेंड्स, टुडे a media house had come with documents which reveal that the same middlemen who were pushing the case for Augusta Westland, and one of them is under detention, arrest, were also pushing the case for Eurofighter, which was in competition with Rafale. And the documents which have been shown are explosive in nature. Eurofighter ke liye how to change the deal for the Eurofighter. And I would like to read 4 lines from the document which is now in public domain. This man should have worked in the MOD, know well on first name basis, not just the MOD, key bureaucrats and the minister, but also the PM, finance minister and the leading family, the document said. Why is it the leading family, namely the Gandhi family, appears in documents after documents, be it the Augusta Westland or be it the Air Force fighter plane for Rafale and their competent, the Eurofighter. The available documents in public domain raise serious suspicious circumstances of the intention of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. It is too well known, Congress party is never happy unless there is a deal in a defense deal. Be it Bofors, be it submarine, be it Augusta Westland. But now, in case of Rafale also, it is evident that there was a close proximity of the middlemen who were pushing the case of Eurofighter, in contrast to Rafale. And in this light, the entire bogey of falsehood, entire campaign of canard unleashed by Rahul Gandhi in particular and the Congress party is completely false and based upon pure commercial competition interest. In this light, therefore, I have to ask 3 questions from Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Question number 1. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, please explain what proximity you and the family have with the middlemen Christian Michel and Guido Hauschke. How they are so sure that through your influence they can tilt the deal in favor of Eurofighter. Second, why is it that in spite of 7-8 years of filtration, tender process, test, when Rafale was found to be the lowest tender to the Dassault company, suddenly your previous government stopped it for reconsideration? Why? Because commission was not paid. And thirdly, how long you will keep on playing with India's national security? Country needs fighter plane. Adjoining countries have already reinforced their security wall. Therefore, are you, by raising all this, compromising national security and in many ways compromising the morale of the forces? I would like a proper answer for all this. The entire bogey of falsehood campaign against Rafael is now clear. It is actuated by extraneous interest to promote the competitor. Thank you.
So clearly the government not backing down, stepping up attack against Congress President. I'm joined by Kamaljeet Sandhu for further updates. Kamaljeet, this is big. This is the union government saying to the opposition president that they probably were involved in a sort of deal with the middlemen, and that is why they are opposing the Rafale as well.
Well, BJP obviously upping the ante and reversing the tables on Congress party, saying that actually they are behind the Eurofighter deal, that it is the Congress party which is championing and cheerleading that particular cause. So obviously a reverse charge now by the BJP. This could have actually be seen either as diversionary by Congress party or seen as a very quick ploy by the government at this point of time. Very clearly the Congress party, and we saw Rahul Gandhi just tweet a while ago where he was talking about how the HAL, which was in question, where the money was being borrowed to pay off salaries, and very clearly saying that perhaps the deal was going to Anil Ambani and later the HAL employees will go there. So trying to actually put the government on the mat, but in a short while it is Ravi Shankar Prasad who's now briefed the media talking about reverse charges, saying it's the Congress party, and even if Rafale was the lowest denominator in 2012 to 2014, why did the deal get stopped? What was the reason behind it? Is it because the commission was not paid by Rafale, and was it the Eurofighter deal, which is something that is being pushed through by defense dealers? So very clearly at this point of time, both the opposition and the ruling government in a bitter game of blame game, accusing each other, pointing fingers at each other, even as
So what
the
does this mean, Kamaljeet? You know, it's the second last day of the winter session and all we have seen are claims and counter claims. How do you see the next few days, at least the next few hours, panning out?
Well, we've already seen pandemonium really happening. The entire winter session has almost been a washout because of the Rafale deal. With the HAL in hand, the Congress was trying to corner the government, but at this point of time, the tables seem to have been reversed by the government, trying to put pressure back on the Congress. So this is going to be more of tutu meme. How much of it really comes into a domain where investigation will be launched? The government and the opposition both trying to use this as a political hot potato of sorts, accusing each other. But remember, they've been even demanding resignation. Defense Minister of Rahul Gandhi of Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. So a lot of mudslinging at this point of time, but little material has been coming out. Till the time the government, and obviously they've been demanding a joint parliamentary committee, a JPC on Rafale deal, which the government has not yielded so far. So this will just remain a political issue as of now. Nothing much really expected except for both of them trying to use this as a matter to blame each other for crony capitalism and obviously of corruption.
Kamaljeet, please stay on. I'll need you for further updates as well. Clearly a political fight that continues in the parliament. But while that political blame game continues over Rafale inside the parliament, India Today has accessed these documents that are now revealing how two Augusta Westland middlemen may have strategized for Rafale's competitor Eurofighter in order to seal the deal in its favor. A strategy paper seized during the raids at Italian middleman Gira Hashke's residence and offices are revealing that Michel and Hashke worked on a plan to place Rafale's prime competitor Eurofighter in the victory zone. So while the strategy paper recovered from the Italian middleman talked about lobbying with the politicians, a plan to lobby 3 Air Force officials also has been mentioned. On Saturday, remember, before the court granted ED further custody of Michel, the probe agency had told the court that Michel was linked to other defense deals as well and that they were tracking this flow of money trail in those deals. BJP clearly has been quick to hit out at the Congress over these sensational revelations, accusing them of spreading misinformation over the Rafale deal and hiding the truth. Going across directly to Manish Pandey for further details. Manish, of course, while these papers have been caught in the raids, why do you think this will be easy for the BJP to pick on against the Congress party? Munish, if you can hear me, these are clearly explosive revelations breaking on India Today. But what is so contentious in these papers over Rafale that this could be used by the BJP against the opposition? All right, we'll get that audio line clear in just a moment. But remember, it's the big political fight that continues in Rafale. Papers being flung, Rahul Gandhi not backing down. He put forth questions to Nirmala Sitharaman. Sitharaman gave a rebuttal as the defense minister, but that was not all. Rahul Gandhi again tweeted stating HAL does not even have salaries and needs to borrow it for its employees. Again now, Union Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad asking 3 questions in return to Rahul Gandhi. Why are they constantly harping on this issue? Aren't they also playing with national security? I'm again joined by my colleague Munish Pandey on that explosive revelation of documents. Munish, what is so contentious about these papers and in these documents that it can be used by the ruling party against the Congress?
Yes, well, these documents record by the Italian authorities in 2008 during raids at the residence of middleman Guido Haskell, who is also now what we have been given to understand by our that this is not.
All right, we'll just try and connect you again to Munish, but clearly there have been questions and counter questions that have been put first by the Congress President Rahul Gandhi and then Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad. Just take a look at what Ravi Shankar Prasad was the latest to ask questions to Rahul Gandhi.
I have to ask 3 questions from Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Question number 1. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, please explain what proximity you and the family have with the middlemen Christian Michel and Guido Haskell. How they are so sure that through your influence they can tilt the deal in favor of Eurofighter. Second, why is it that in spite of 7-8 years of filtration, tender process, test, when Rafale was found to be the lowest tender to the Dassault company, suddenly your previous government stopped it for reconsideration? Why? Because commission was not paid. And thirdly, how long you will keep on playing with India's national security? Country needs fighter plane. Adjoining countries have already reinforced their security wall. Therefore, are you, by raising all this, compromising national security and in many ways compromising the morale of the forces?
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.